Welcome to Parlé.
Hey.
Home to real conversations.
And your trending topics and dilemmas.
Dilemmas, of course. Once again, we're here with another guest.
Have a guess.
It is no other but Gladys. I was going to say Gladys from, but today she's just
Gladys.
Yes, Gladys.
Yeah.
Miss Gladys.
Miss Gladys.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me, ladies.
Welcome.
You just look so amazing in person. I love to see it.
Oh,
you.
thank
It's
you,
a
honey.
pleasure.
And once again, you came and you showed up.
Showed up.
Like you didn't
And showed
disappoint.
out. Again.
Didn't disappoint at all. Of course, we're here and we have another topic. Are you ready, ladies?
Let's go for it.
Today's topic is toxic friendships. Now, to help us, toxic friendships. Nalinga about toxic. By amitié, ya toxique. Yo vraiment tolo ba
Baninga
amitié,
mabe.
baninga mabe.
Baninga.
To help us, with the conversation, I've got a few questions.
Okay.
But feel free. And let's see how the conversation goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting one.
What are red flags in friendships?
Mutu mobimba sora moni olati bien.
Mm.
Alobi elote.
Alobi elote.
Aka silence.
Après, ça t'a complimenté.
Pas commettre. Oh, tu achètes quelque chose de nouveau. Obimi. Elle dit rien.
Oh.
Tu es
You're
jaloux.
supposed to have post alobani.
You have to say something.
Let
If my
me.
friend comes out and she's got new hair, new car, I don't care, new house,
Yeah.
you something is nice. Swing at the phone up, hey, you look good. But if you know you've made an effort, something new, Camarade lobi elote.
Donc, danger de
Il faut
côté.
savoir que dans son cœur, elle a des plans mauvais.
Elle a des plans
Vraiment.
mauvais.
That's one of, no, honestly,
Yeah.
somebody that burnt me, maman nanga mona et moi nanga abana ko ya pananga ko lala pananga ko lia pananga, on faisait tout ensemble. Ma mère elle m'a dit que celle-là elle n'est pas ton amie ngabi ah maman yo bandi ka yo kanga ba.
And they
They
always
got
know.
to na ba
You're
mami.
always the first to
Maman yo
know.
kanga ba toujours da kindoki
Eh, yo.
tika.
Akoba mama.
Tika na
Yeah.
yo somba my first kabakata Audi ya pembe. Kitoko.
Wana pesa so ndimi ngota mutema.
Eh, à célébrer.
One and I parqué outside church. I want to so Gladys. Everybody's talking. Gladys kitoko. Camarade nanga moko. The first time alobi
De côté. Ah, te wana eza keto.
No.
Surtout ba oyo ezala ke batu mususu bazo sepela. Batu mususu ba ota oka. Mais muto ezaki fala sepela pona yo. On bozala ne les amis les tous les jours. Nous mourrons ensemble, nous vivons ensemble. Alobi rien.
Alobi nelote.
Suspect.
Bangi et de là vraiment that's one of the signs. Et puis so you lobela ka ba problème na yo plus que elle. You complain about your man, you complain about your mom, you complain
Mais
about
elle
your
loba elote.
Mais yé nyo so lobate.
Ozomona que c'est toi qui parles trop plus que elle. Wanande, c'est un problème parce que si on a des amis, on doit we share together.
Yes.
I share my pain, you share your pain. Kana za tena ba génération abino wana ko lobela
Bomba mutema kanga mutema même makiamiti.
Discreet.
Ngape na
I don't think that's
kukofi
authentic.
No.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
need to choose Camarade abenga vraiment il faut na benga na lobake this is what's happening. We trust each other. Ata na ebi ke soki to bundani lelo ke na ebi ka ata na ye akoyoka soni ko lobela makam na nga to ke ikaka separately. So those are the two signs for me about toxic vraiment.
Gladys akena ngo.
Akena ngo ni koloma moko. Siko nga sepeli na ye. Bo nakutani lokwa na mutu mobwe o azaka lokwa ndani. Yango siko na minute ezo senga funa peso mbote. Po ezaka te to zela ba star po to pesa ba oba mbote. Ba Gladys ope lelo déjà ndeza bo ba star na biso. Donc zwa mbote ko. Eke na biso de toke na onde toke na onde. Il arrive soit placé.
My red flag is Gladys déjà kena ngo.
Akena ngo likolo.
My red flags in relationships is when our morals don't align. Now, sans que, morals is important, mais ceux qui, par exemple, tant au koutani, le bandit amitié, ou la qui singa face moussousou, ou la qui singa gentillesse, mais avec le temps, I'm starting to discover that this is not really who you are.
Right.
So I like people to be real.
Authentic.
Zala yo. Par exemple, kolakisanga te que yo okoka na nyonso ozana mbongo na yo oza bien bla 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 neti ozo milakisa because I've had a lot of friendships like that in the past
comme in un restaurant bazan mbongo
ozo lakisanga neti moi flashy because I feel like those people expected that from me. So quand on a kutani a koti vraiment I being for who I am, I comprends que nga azana nga simple. Maybe from the outside, if okay, we to be around Hilary, we have to put a certain act, and I don't like that. That's a red flag. I want you to be you. Lelo so to zana ngote to koti na magdo to koti na nando to snap it to bien. So il peut te lobby fait kota mais il fait to koti mais
tout est passable. Exactement que ça na limite mo
balance. C'est ça. Be you, be authentic. Because that's what I want. I want genuine, authentic relationships in my life, especially friendships. Is that très important? So that's the first red flag.
Red flags, Pinda, en tout cas, I can't really say na yebi, but red flag.
Entrepreneurs, maybe t'es balubak en français. Et bah c'est pour ta business na yote.
You know,
God it.
Isn't it your ABA?
Oui,
Let me even just explain it for her. Okay, na
ça touché point mon boisa très sensible. Lobela ngonan ko ya.
Syndie azamutu de nature soit harmonie et loka bien. À co partager au quotidien au tinete au tunaite c'est naturel. Harmonie loka poster afulia ebe au fula ilo la afulia ngo china ça se gasse up. She's that kind of friend.
C'est comme ça moi j'aime.
And when she sees, for example, that it's not done, she questions that. Because she knows when she's doing it, she knows the intentions. And for example, if it is that she knows I'm doing it parce que aider business na yo, en tant que amie, she's also expecting that.
Pour na otala teke, elo mo nga na découvrir na ki amitié, surtout le point où il a s'y lever, na lobela ngo trop que muto aza ami na yo faut pas tokoza na limite te na ki camarade tokoza na ba limite te ya ba makambo bien ozomona le muninga zo sa eloka bien ateza pona yo eza eloko o yo olinga kapenza te par exemple to sala basuki ngana koza la emsu na za na façon na sala suki mais emsu ilari pona ye eza yango te o ya lingaka ozomona mais eko limiter yo te o partager musala nanga po yo linga yango te po yo zo partager te bongo zo kanga lokola neti business nanga ozomona po malgré yo linga yango te okoza na mutu mona page na yo ya ko linga ngo.
That's exactly how I found your page.
Ozomona mutu so akoza na page na yo ye alinga ngo yo po na yo msusu Syndie pena ninga vandisa ko toponga bakamba na bazana ba vrai bakena nanga pena vrai te loko bwe po to komada na ba point weza ke ba feeling wana pena ya ko yina na pona mutayebi so eloka malamu no mutila lobi na c'est que faut elo mo katiana
as long as the intention is good
as long as et puis oyeba so the intention is good oyeba so is constructive ozomona po eze loko o to mona par exemple soki muninga pesio advice qui était koto front no ovanta mbwe fo o lingo bima mo naturel o mona pe exemple ki abato ezo bima pe naturel ezo bima pe kitoko so ndeni ne okena muninga na ki apesio conseil mabi ozomona donc il a raison na raison pona nga siko nga poème na ngezala ke na ko mona eloka bongo maybe mbala moko na otango red flag te na otango emsuka eza défaut na on peut pas erreur na nga za ngo mo pesa la erreur nga na otango emsuka eza défaut na ana makasi côté wana te mais eza pe erreur quelque part pour cause ape moninga zo ninga fina yo mais yo zo tango kaka défaut erreur ou bien emsusu ana makasi te
elle est pas trop réseaux sociaux
elle est pas trop réseaux sociaux yangwana mais nzoka nde na ndenga vrai au fina ne yo.
But I think it's important in terms of when you said differentiating. Because peut-être au final is a below 90, and sometimes people lack the initiative as well.
Exactly.
That's where we need to communicate our expectations
to each other. Et ça le quoi relation. Même qui amitié comment le quoi ba relation pe ya mwasi na mobali. Pona nga eloko ezala non très important na ki amitié o nga na lingana ya na ngoso na ina banda ki amitié za kosolola koyebana kozwa temps ya kosolola na ki camarade eza très important. Et puis, et là, on a yineza qui les to solo là. To solo la gâte poto solo là.
C'est ça.
To solo la poto yebana.
C'est ça.
To yeba Gladys alingaka nini alingani. Pona masolo ka oto sola la na oyeba. Gladys anani alingaka nini elo ni alingaka te okoyeba. O comprendre? Des places yango esala ki amitié et bande ezala bien. Mais ya lelo na koma mona ki omona mutu basali 10 ans 20 ans na relation mais si lelo ba yebanité. Ozomona. Si lelo ba yebanité donc na profond koyeba na msoza ya likolo na profondeur.
So what I just wanted to touch on that. Also na profondeur comes down to vulnerability.
Ouais. Yeah.
And that's why
Comes down to people.
It comes down to vulnerability and also kozalaka trop na ba idea mabete pona batu.
C'est ça. Ce que ça Isaac mutema mabe, ce que zo mi mona vraiment que moninga zo sala makambo ezo soyo ou bien instead of you being happy, vraiment looker là ba passer parce que c'est des esprits. Yo ça esprit yo na au crier la cap c'est vrai.
Tu peux dire comme un anime.
Pas esprit par exemple. Ozo se pelater la cache. Il y a quelque chose derrière toi.
Na simana yo.
Oui, il fait
Les gens inconscients. Il y a des gens qui
C'est la bon mutazana abiyebite.
C'est ça, moi, c'est des femmes unconscious.
Elo msunga na loba ke omoni jalousie lo ba bengi jealousy. Is that an emotion? Is that a feeling? Lokola feeling nyoso lokola mutu nenga zala na mawa, nenga mutazala na esengo, nenga mutazala na ozo comme nenga mutu basant, eza lokola ba sentiment nyoso. Siko ya importe za yo ki zuwa. Muninga par exemple sombi al Audi wana oyo zo beta ke osombi po ngana imagination ngana omona de aloko mutu ka mo pembe telemi vimba
Syndie kaninga tena biso na range.
na monya ngo pembe
Omoni ninga tena biso na
ngo
range.
ala teli biso mo pie boye akena donc bakaranya bakara mo boza bakara mo ya kanda nga benga bakara kanda sikona kikanda na ngwana yo moni Gladys a sombi range. Et ça lui au moins aïe oh fallait
non
quand on s'en a capable pour malamu fali pour autre beta lelo et si à l'obelango
oui
ninga c'est le moi aïe mute ma passe yo ki mute ma passe na sko question na ngeza osaleli yango nini ça na des façons ko kinango oyo ki mo mute ma passe na mais et encourager
absolutely
What did you do to get a ring?
That's what I love. Ngana linga bato bongo. That's why batu ba camarade belé. Ngana linga kola na social media. Yasa ba camarade bon mo kona bien lo ba kombo na été. Mais y a social media vraiment mikolo et matia. Azana ba célé ba zo landa. Là vraiment olena azo ki mutema passe na vraiment na bengue parce que j'ai son numéro. Comment tu veux elle est ouverte. Oui. I have seen Gladys faut ça la boy. Gladys I gave me advice of how she grew. D'après faut na make ésalaka bon.
Mais siko Pwe moko boy school na si levé so you don't mind. Eza siko na ba mi mususu aoya aosala lokola lingi yo pe o mata mais na nenga vrai alingi te. Aofungola no yo nyonso. Mais era moni ke okomi na possibilité osala ngo afashe. Afashe na nenga na
People want to see you do good but not better than them.
Yango wana wana pena na vivango.
C'est chaud.
Wana pena na yebi pena na vivango.
Yebisa biso.
Po eza pena lokwa neti ndo lobi o fungola nonga makambo. Mais ezo sala lokwa neti ezo se prendre yo lex ko omona kina osailango. Ozo mapa. O fungola nonga yi. Tokende to sala boy. Mais na expectation na yo eza ke akwe ko sala ngoti. Eza lokwa neti o tonta ngai o meka nga. To sala boy me you're not expecting me to actually do it. Now, when it got to the point where you're now actually doing it, that's when the hate started coming.
C'est chaud.
Because to benga ngo suni, ponga pena linga minko benga batu ba haters ti. Ozo mona me, eza esprit moko do zo lo bakasi na yo.
Esprit derrière vous, il faut vraiment omiyeba. The problem is Bassi don't take time. Identity. Vraiment, you need to love you where you're at, understand your goals, your action, plus on your kende. Because we all arrive at times, different times. Aujourd'hui, everyone has different times they are blessed with. Blessed with business. Modeling. I don't know, in public speaking. But you also by gift gift is a belly, success is a belly. God created us all to be rulers. Achaki mutute as a esclave. To go mi yeba, mi linga, love yourself, work. So when you come au vendre en internet, ou te mezo soy au so moni Syndie bimi bien. Ou te mezo soy ne ozo mona Hilary alobaka bien. Ou te mezo soy ne mona ngala sa kha misungabo. Vraiment, Vanda.
Yeah.
If you feel that feeling, vraiment, look within yourself because it's not normal. Soit délivrance.
Yes.
Parce qu'il y a des esprits que
I
tu
just
dois
wanted
chasser.
to ask you guys another question. Bon. Nebo lo ba izo mona na vraiment ke bo zana ba experience.
Oui.
Izo mona ke bo na experience ya malamu pe ya mabe.
Oui.
Na ba experience obo zui. I want you guys both définir ba qualité obo luka na ba camarade.
Oui.
eloko Gladys alobi na point wana alobi ke mutu na mutu yeba deja oyo za ngai na ser na nga moboye Vivi Kaning aloba bien ya na nga mukolo grand sœur na nga pe na mama mwana liboso na libuma mama aloba ngo même avant kuta aloba pa bata libanda aloba ngo na famille yo bongisa vie na yo po tolingi te mutu ayokela muninga mutema pasi po yo za bien
Good advice.
oyokela ndeko no mutema pasi te donc mutu na vie bobongisa ba vie na bino po mutu ayokela muninga mutema pasi te eloko yango yo lobi ozomona siko na question Hilary ke nango ba qualité lelo ya kia omoni Puna ngai na mona ke the damage is done. We have to admit the damage is done from our roots.
Culture, hein?
Yango zo senga photo dig deep tozonga ka back to the roots. Before you can start making certain changes.
Absolutely.
Erreur liboso na mona tozana ngo o eza na ki kong na biso ba congolais. Tozana na system ya na oloba na ngate pona boy na na yo kuse mutema pasi. Eza pe erreur grave.
Wow.
Okozwa eloko mobo msusu Camarade osala yo ya mabe obi ate na oloba na nga yete me po yo kuse mutema pasi na obi me na oyeba ninga o vivre na ya derrière munene do
c'est que peut-être for that komi déjà bokoti déjà na hypocrisie
bokoti déjà na hypocrisie ozomona et pourtant
there's no friendship
et pourtant mais est-ce que ezeli o mobo na lobela ngo mingi po na tala ke Hilary abotami na famille wana yo botami na famille wana ngana yo mama moko papa moko ti toyebani te toyebani kande tokutani boye mais toza na mentalité moko c'est que euta nini na roots ozomona koma toza tokoli na eloko wana pena na oloba nete me na oyebaka ndenge ovivre na ye hypocrisie ekoti siko eri yo ozoloba ke oyeba ndenge ovivre na ye obosana ke Camarade na paza mutu koyeba ndenge ovivre na ye wana esenga mo bachangement le ya ko pick up na bachangement wana ye pe azwi part na ye ke nga pe na changer le face ezokende mabe ezokotaka te ekoti misisa eboti misisa ekomi bokomi siko kovivre na hypocrisie o Hilary alobi yango mpo na ngai na temps nyonso tosali na baki Camarade mpo nga mpe na vivre na eloko wana na oyebaka siko nga aza makasi na eloko wana te naloba yango bien nga nakokaka halfway te toza bien tobeka bien te topona in or out ozomona siko eloko mosusu eza mpe ke tokola tochange toevolue me tobosanaka eza bato mosusu baevolue baokola na biso nzela moko te baza mpe kaka baesprit moko na biso te yango place Hilary alobaki we have to align to some extent eya na Camarade mosusu oyebi no ke ye so bobani ne débat aza na limite ya okoma intellectuellement faut pas okota ba débat na ye na ndenge mabe te ozonga po omona pe o akomaka te esenga pena fo okoma na makambo ebele ozomona na opesaka exemple mo nde tozala siko biso tokoma olinga mingi healthy relationships.
So my thing is for you to have a healthy relationships because what you said is that ebotimi sisa ekomi toxic. So I'm going to go back to how we can take a toxic friendship if we can extend grace and make it healthy. But if you was to describe one of the choses on douter, na moni to douter.
Te na douter te mais depend na length of time.
Okay. I want you to describe your perfect friend because Tito lo batozo mitea parce somewhere along the line we've been bad friends and we've had bad friends. So I want you to describe your perfect friend and I also want you to describe your perfect friend.
I don't think perfect friend. I don't know. It'll be hard to say perfect friend because I don't know if a person can fully be perfect. Do you know what I mean? But I would say
a perfect friend for you.
For me, I need people now. For me, nga linga mingi bato fo yebanga na linga mutu fo yebanga po soko yebinga te ekozala très compliqué pour na
absolutely
et puis na linga bakamado bakansela bato mabeti ozo comprendre na linga bakamado bakansela bato mabeti za eloko nyonso oyo komona po na nga avant nanu obanda na likanise keno ya mabe banda no na bolamu ozomona po na nga ezaka simplement biloko wana mibale yebanga as a person po soko yebinga te ekozala pasi po na relation na biso.
Okay, I'm glad it's what about you?
Pour un gars vraiment perfect friend Mikolo yo, quelqu'un pour moi that truly fears God, obang anzambe a vérité. Pas qui obang anzambe a fausse. Someone that obang, I'm not saying you're perfect aussi nakate mais uzake obang anzambe parce qu'avant que tu me fais du mal, obanga d'abord conséquence que tu nzambe a retourna yo. Parce que Mikolo yo, Satan a utilisé batu mingi. Il faut vraiment que obang anzambe, so obang anzambe Satan a kokuta eloko na ye na kati na ote a koki utiliser ote pour me faire du mal. Parce que beaucoup de gens eza bango te Satan vraiment oki utiliser mutu côté na yo asa pe na ba plan mabe te mais na kati na nzamba za te. Satan côté les pour l'utiliser neti kaka na ba Bible. Bon ma vie c'est la Bible na Bible neti kaka Peter. Aza next to Jesus. Bo tala de que Jésus ye moko nzambe ye moko. Peter next ye. Satan côté lié pour ayebisa Yesu okufa on the cross te. So can you imagine that means nobody's off limits. But next to you pay back okay was off limit te. Banga vraiment perfect friend nga ponto zala ki Camarade best friend. Banga nzambe pour vraiment pour la vérité. Et also comme Syndie a dit, elle a raison. Ye bangai. Parce que quand tu vas écouter quelque chose dehors, non, ça c'est pas mon ami.
Oui.
Parce que batu bazana ba opinion na bango. Bango moko. C'est comme quand tu vas écouter, non, c'est pas Gladys. Et ou bien, tant on a zongi sur réponse, sometimes I'm very sarcastic. Nanga ba blague et belé. C'est comme ça, yebi ngate, ou kuta nanga la sali au blague moko, et suyo. I don't mean harm.
Yeah.
Nasaka mutu abiseki. C'est comme ça, yebi nga yebla, yeah, Gladys just bants. Yebi nga. Ça, c'est vraiment, c'est quelque chose.
I need someone that doesn't know you get offended.
Oui. So yebi ngate au soyo.
C'est très important.
You know me, you've known me for a long time. So yebi ngate surtout nga Gladys bino bozwela nga ba caractère moko because people don't know me. When they meet me in person, they're like,
it's different.
Because I'm a real person.
Yebanga. Likambo yebana is très important. Omoni foto yeba batuti na niveau yeba ba langage ba Camarade no. Muto oyelo ke Camarade na ngalo Camarade no loba boye. Faut comme apena niveau ke te. Sutunga wana langage nete. Utene de amabe. Ozomona. Ezalo ko yelanga il a loba kutufi wana. Non, ezalo langage na ete. Ya loba bongo te. Ozompa niveau degré ko yeba mutu.
Those are for me, yeah.
Okay, so my qualities that I would find like in a perfect friend for me, I'm strong on loyalty. I'm strong on loyalty because I feel like, and I kind of was thinking about it recently, is that I've had a few people where I feel like they've spoiled me in a sense where they have been with me through so many different seasons of my life. And because they have shown up in terms of they've been loyal to me, I expect that. Like, if you want to be my person or you want to be in my life, I'm expecting loyalty, meaning Atana can give me something that you know I've got me. You know what I mean? You've got me. Like I've got people in my life where I know that like they've argued on my behalf. Avant que someone's like, oh yeah, they were arguing. What's happening? Well, yeah, she was at the, and it's just like, rah, like I can sleep easy knowing that you've got me. Do you know what I mean? My base is parce que toza batu.
Absolutely.
But for me, it's like I know that you've got me. Right. And I feel like loyalty for me is so strong. Once again, it goes back down to what Gladys is saying is that but wakomi tellement mite mama be that na boy que yo ozala like a stumbling block for me or by utiliser you. And I feel like it does also come from a place of like insecurity. Like, you know, can you be influenced? Can you be turned against me? Like, you know, if someone's plotting, can you be used to do me harm? So all of those things, surtout camarade, parce que ngana za camarade mo boy, if you're my friend, so with me with friendships,
it's serious. Friendship is serious.
Nazana limite, you can turn up at my house na fungoli yo porte what I'm eating okolia. So na ye because ana ba limite.
No.
That's why si na fungolo porte wana, I have to be sure.
Yeah.
Okay, amongst your principles, this is how you move. Because I can't.
Western. Wait,
Does that
this is
Western?
Western because if so mama nangazo tell her wala nengo so me I'm the same. Mama be is that nyango? In their time they don't trust friends.
They don't trust friends. No, because friends have shown that they can't be also trusted.
That's true, yeah.
Because the thing is as well is also my question as well is that how do we measure loyalty? Because I feel like loyalty is something that can be measured individually by different people.
Actions.
Different
For me,
expectations.
actions. For me, how I measure, like Hilary said, action. Don't bring me a story.
Yeah.
Of they were saying this.
No, just defend me.
Ovandi
Right.
come. No, if you come to bring me a story,
Right.
because first of all, nobody should be comfortable to speak about me in front of you.
That's me.
So, quelqu'un baza comfortable. Kolobela pour moi, propos de moi devant toi, ça signifie que toi aussi tu as ouvert la porte pour qu'elle voit que
Bon,
you're not lonely.
Siko, Zela,
we're on the same
Zela,
page.
you
That's
guys
it,
are on the
that's
same
it.
page.
Yeah.
Now, I've had an experience where, like I've said, I've had a friend who said that to me as well.
Said what?
The person who, if a person's coming to speak to me about me to you, it means that you've opened the door, or maybe. But I've also come to points in life where I've seen people who bazana bonka na audace. Na kuta ina bato audace.
Then you walk away.
Ayebi na eke wana mutu na yo. O lakisi na ope ke oko solo la mutu na wana te. Me ye aye kaka kosolo mutu na wana.
You know what it is, Syndie?
That's where my problem is.
No.
If you're not confrontational, you walk away.
Now I hear where you're coming from. But that's when you have to re-emphasize the boundary.
Yeah. So by your kite, you
Which is
step away.
important.
Which is important.
Parce qu'on s'en a raison.
Yeah.
Moutanwa has an audace à qui peut t'assigner.
But audace, Gladys. And that's why I feel like we need to be a bit generous. Kote wana, because I'm not saying, Olobi bien, when you meet up with people, Obazana audace, you as that loyal friend, you will address that thing.
Yes.
And so, but it doesn't take away the fact that
that
person already done it. Do you understand?
It's good advice.
Because to lingi kolobelo kwana minga na ta muninga mo na épreuve. Kunga pe yelenge zakika ke te po mtwala loba seke yo seke. I know I don't talk about you. Now, when it comes, the tables were turned. Ponga na mtu mo benzamba sola na asala nga ba favor. Nzamba sala nga pena ba favor.
I love it for you.
Nzamba lingaka. So bat ba o comprendre ngate autao à l'épreuve. Okutana na situation sikoyo. Po yo pe siko o comprendre. Ce qu'on a apprécié te na vie.
Wow.
Nga so na omona ke muninga o comprendre ngate na tiki yo. Kuna ebina o elandi nzamba o ya autao na épreuve. So nzamba autao na épreuve nga skonde na ozongelo na bia. O comprendre siko ki bata audace baza. Siko mutu ana lega ye koloba no likambo wana pona kombo na nga. Est-ce que yo fungola les portes? Est-ce que yo lakseke ke yo sepela botonga Syndie? Mais asali yango no?
Oui.
Do lakseke bata audace baza.
Okay.
Aota la nete ke wana za camarade na yo.
Fair point.
You know what it is? That's a fair point. So I'm not going to be too stern when it comes to loyalty. But
giving people grace.
Let's give people grace.
But it depends
You
how
just
many
need to
times
have that
trust.
Ngana zana ilo omobwe we ngata muninga na monike oso na mutu mo emso ngana lingana ngati par exemple. Na linga mingi nata confiance e pa na yo. Avana on pas mutu wana. Na ibike is a risky thing to do. Mais elle to ba camarade, sozo lo ba ke confiance, trust, loyalty. E lo kana no foza no na mutu na avant nyonso. Avota la no ke o azolo bana auso na mutu mo ngana sola na ete. Fota na nu eske ota non ke I trust my friend even if azana ina ba makamne wana. Auzala toujours yanga. Ozo comprendre. Mais what I found along the way, na makambo nga poto ke sko na ba exemple ka oto kuta na ona vie to eso le lo so pesa te. Na komi dire ko ba to ba changer nga. Même si façon ya kolobelela ya ba camarade na tikela su ba tout tante. Because elo mo na remarqué za ke toza les mêmes personnes to lingi loyalty. To lingi ba camarade ba za vrai na biso. Mais e oza na camarade wana. Neti nga mingi na ba exemple na kuta na ngo. Ezelo mo eza ba leso to ye kula to kola. Ba camarade na nga ezaki mo muna soki likambwa mutu mususu na musu Gladys yo. na ko défendre Gladys na ndenge moko boye na défendre Gladys na défendre siko bakamana nanga bakoma trop na langage ki Syndie ato yebise mabe ya mutu wana au défendre na ye kaka ozo comprendre Syndie so yebise mabe ya mutu wana au défendre na ye kaka ndisiko na yo te ya bango no bi mesiko boza boke nanga mabe po eloko eselinga na te ya bango grand frère nanga yebise nga Syndie be careful how people are changing you be very careful na te bango na obi na défendre bino ezala nini po ekoma ka problème so na défendre mutu mususu mais na défendre yo ezala bien
so basically what you're saying is that what you're expecting for me to do to you, don't be shocked when I'm also defending someone else.
Somebody else.
I hear that.
Siko eloko no aider siko ba kamba nanga na bisi bon faut changer langage. Na lingi sous te place batu baza ba oloba ke Syndie défendra batu bino bozala na ndenge na ye biso beto message ne ka bongo ya défendre ne ka batu no bino. Beaucoup more changer langage, but you know what you're doing? You're taking away the quality in me that is beautiful, that should be celebrated. How can something like me defending someone
become
what they've shown me? Ongana defend the ka Hilary na Hilary la kisinga. Naza muto teke Hilary la kisinga kenga na vrai. Mutu mo ya obeta nga Hilary vrai te na bandolo ba ke Hilary vrai te. No. Fona defend ya la kisinga yi.
Show one face.
Faut changer langage wana.
I agree.
Mutaye. Syndie défenda batu kaka biso sito biso limbi ten eza bien denga défenda batu moni camarade bongo na absence nanga au défendre nga
c'est ça that's so
donc et qualité mo malam
it's a good quality absolutely.
So Gladys, I would ask you life is real hectic
very
oza mwasi oza mama mama pasa oza bebe sika but amongst all of that foza happen about your social life foza happen about camarade. So for you, in terms of tips, what would you say is important to nurture healthy friendships?
Again, for me, vraiment, is that having open and honest communication and we can't be equal, but being fair. So there are some days where I'm 100% and I can give my all to my friend that needs me. There are other days where I'm not 100%. She also needs to pick me up. For me, one-way relationships need to stop. They can't work. There's a lot. It's not real.
No.
If you really saw me money in relationship, it's always you. Like I go back to that same point. It's always you sharing your problems. It's always you giving. Some people, like I don't know. Some people are givers. So let's say, not even big things. They know that your favorite sweets are Skittles. They go past the shop. They think of you. They think, you know what? Let me get her some Skittles. Another day they go past. Let me get you some Skittles, whatever things that you like. I'm not even saying big things. But Monique, in return, this person's never done anything for you. So it's just meeting people. For me, vraiment, spend time with your friends. Time that you can give. Obviously, we're busy. Like I'm a wife, I'm a mother. I also need people outside of my husband I can speak to because he doesn't always get it. Okay? So there are female friends that will really, really get it. Sometimes I take problems to my husband. He's just like, oh, why don't you do this? I'm like... it doesn't work.
It's not
like
the way,
that. Like, it's not. So when I can go to my female friends,
sometimes men just brush it off.
They do.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, when I open someone, brush it off like it's nothing.
So for me, vraiment, really invest time. The free time that you have, invest it in the people that you love, your friends. Spend time together, even time on the phone, time to speak, time to go out. The same efforts I'll put into a people will see this as toxic, some people, because many girls just like my man, cool. I love my man. I have friends that I've had forever.
I need them.
Since like I was a little girl. These are my girls. I see them as sisters. So I also try and make time with them. So for me, really, like Syndie said, getting to know your friends. I know all of my friends. I feel like I know them very well. And so I know even... Like I was watching something, Taraji P was saying that her friend called her and she said, hello. Her friend said, what? She didn't say nothing. Within 2 hours, she just heard her friend on the door. They said, what are you doing? She said, your hello wasn't all right. What's going on? With you? So I need people, for me, really open and honest communication. People that have good hearts, good intentions. That the same thing I can give to them, they can give to me.
Ozana raison, Gladys. Po makambo ya... expectation. No, I think it's in some extent it's a lie.
It's a lie.
People use that to not do what you do for them.
No.
Yeah, people use that to not do it because I feel like in everything you learn.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, one day, once upon a time, I wasn't a friend I wasn't a gifter in my friendship group. I learnt from a friend who,
absolutely.
na zwaki camarade oyo akoma ko laksanga bolingo na ko gift.
Yes.
Ngape na komi ko gift.
Yes.
Ozomona. Na is that makambo, and I chose to learn that thing because it's a beautiful thing.
Very beautiful.
Why must it be one way? I picked it up and started giving it back.
Yeah.
So I feel like tolungola babiloko oyo ezalaka ke yaona lobaka, in friendships there should be no limits.
No limits. Yeah.
No limits. No limits in how you can support. Nga nazwa ba commenter ke yango yo zo poster pe mingi bongo peza ekomi nini. There should be no limits how much I post my friend. You can't tell me I'm now back with my friend, but you're expecting me to have limits? So in a komi there limits how much I have to post my friend. Ekomi
mentality today is different, because but they won't be happy with what we're saying,
No, ba osepelate po e koma ba to koma na ba ki charisme na ki camarade ndenge nini nga mutu aza camarade nanga non sa ne charisme.
Yeah.
Na koyi ko sali ne charisme ti eza place na yete. Pour les mêmes charismes, comment les mêmes charismes non c'est la mutali banda ya on a commencé la camarade nanga. Toxique et baby déjà.
Oui.
Photos are no limit. When talking about no limits in how much you can, no limits of the good things. Again, like I say, ozomona donc. Et puis, yami bale ya on a lobito lungo la makanisima B.
Ouais.
I feel like makanisima B ezo boma ba ki camarade. Koto komisko ko prioritiser ba makamobo o eza kutu fondation ki camarade na bisote.
C'est ça.
Pona ba makamobo eza nango ezo passer.
But is what you already said, is that vraiment makamu that's been embedded in us from our aunties, our mothers. It's in the back of us. They've had really bad experiences. Generation, I'm so to make to push. The problem is, it was going to take a few more generations.
No, it's going to take a few more generations.
So, yeah.
We're not going to, I don't think we can
because
completely...
my experiences haven't been the worst, but I feel like it hasn't been the best.
Right.
I feel like all in all, I'm in a space where I'm just like, I don't really want a lot of friends.
Yeah,
I hear that.
I think a lot of us are getting... But you know what?
Right now.
I've had to change something as well. Even when people say, Navanda na bakamado na iba na bango kala. O tokola na bango de nah. I don't agree with that statement.
Even so, some of them,
I'm happy.
But they could even be worse. Because the way you could have your growth could have done, and they're still back there.
Exactly.
I went to dig the dirt.
Yes. Et puis, yepe am so mona ke yo vi na yo ezo progresser. Ya ye ezo progresser te, bazu apena ba jalousie. Nga pena na komi open to meeting new people. Mona na bino nga. Muto asika ba ye banga déjà. Ye a changer ne ka bato. Bien. Na ko continuer.
Syndie a changé à Kéba camarade.
Na changé ka. Naza na groupe na nga ya ba fondation pe na base. Base eza. Ba Trisha ba Loria ba Nasha, ba Laetitia Itela, ba Sarah Sandrine, base. Mais
Oze basika.
Bango si ba lembanga. Oh Nasha benga nga lobi yango mususu. Besana. Na ko changer.
I'm gonna take that a little bit.
I love my girls, but I will change. Why? Because that new person
they
can take me to another level.
Allez, c'est ça.
C'est ça. Na lembi makambu ya kokanga mapo. Leo zuzu kamaka na bato yo yebi.
C'est ça.
Camarade wana sa kanga maka na iloko. Ezape msu na lo mso ikanga ye ya famille na ye. Abuja kana ite maramne progressa kati yo kanga mika. Et puis azani eloko a opporté plus te panao.
Just to add on to what Syndie said.
This is deep,
They do say, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. And obviously, if you want to see where your future is going, you need to analyze the people that you have in your life. So it's also important. Is that they also negligé?
Non.
Camarade now de base, but if it is that old, if you want to level up,
right?
Now you can kill more boy. Now
you want to level up.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to network. Create new relationships.
C'est vrai, you know what? I had something here. Sorry. Just because tu as raison. Someone said, if you are around 5 people and you're counting 5 fools, you counted wrong.
You're the six.
You're the six.
Exactly.
Wow.
Sometimes you're right. You know what?
My brain denge fonctionne ka e komi na posa ba conversation mobwe intellectuel donc babilo mobwe ezo tester ngai. Il arrive à la sobo so na phone. Ah tout na ka ba question télé. Na zana besoin muta ba question. azo exercise nga.
Oui, je comprends.
Siko ndenge tuna ya ba question yango ndenge mutu azotuna te me azotuna. Donc azokende na ngai susu do. Nazongi suku so atuninga nazongi liyo suku ngapi na zwi suku mayele na nazongi na pa nasha. Lepe nasha obeta so na bandi ko tune ba question. To lingi bata bongo. So comprendre. Donc el baksaka bolingo baksaka eloko mobo na ki amitié.
Oui.
Tozo kola tozo evolve.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, it's the growth. Yeah, definitely. So it's so important. But like you said, yeah. So amongst my experience and my bit to kuta we still need to be open, especially with this point that we just raised.
Yeah.
To open to new relationships, to new friendships.
Obligé.
Meaning, once again, still having to shop, still having to sometimes break that wall, break that barrier. So I think, like normally when it is that if we go through a bad experience, the wall is up.
Yeah. Wow.
And I feel like I've gone through, a few friendships breakdowns recently, and it was like, I'm not. Because I literally just said it like, 7 minutes ago? Like, I don't want no friends. But once again, you've stimulated me. It's like...
You have. Me too.
You still...
No. You have.
We still have
We're
to.
not gonna end
it's
our
part
life.
of life, really. So,
You're right.
You're gonna lose the chance of meeting that great person.
Yeah, definitely.
Just because I feel like, and I said this to somebody when I wrote a post regarding like letting people go. I wrote a post about letting people go. I feel like in life, I've just had a situation where, and I work with my mind. And a lot of people don't know that. If I'm in a situation where I'm finding challenging and I felt like I had a friend that I had to let go, I had to make that decision to let her go. Because it was disturbing to know that we were no longer friends. But for me to get my peace, I had to let her go. And then, it bothered some people to see us in that position where it got to a point where we don't even greet each other. Now, I had to say, but for me, it's okay. It's okay because imagine, somebody you didn't know. So you come in a poem we na muntu ona yeba ki come in a poem we can no longer even greet each other. For na tell skona place muntu mo net na yeba ki na vi.
Yeah.
So na yeba ki ote na vi. Est-ce que tanga mala leski na passion bote ni?
No, parce que na yeba yote.
Yeba yote.
Because you won't even notice.
But bazanga problem te.
Okay, na dilemma.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's time for our dilemma. I think my friend is jealous of me. She's constantly copying the things I wear, the car I drive, and she jokes about marrying a man just like mine.
Too far, yeah.
It's making me uncomfortable. What should I do?
Wow.
Yeah, the friend took it a bit too far.
Okay. Let's give the friend grace.
Okay.
Grace, yeah.
Because sometimes we're in circles where we like the same things.
Right.
I have before I got a certain bag, I didn't look at it. But when I saw my friend that bag, I was like, oh, this is nice. Me too, I want this bag.
Right.
Okay.
So I feel like with material things, it's okay.
It's okay.
As long as they're telling you this is nice.
Yes. Tozongi na suna, this is nice.
So if you're on morning and a latte loco, or linyango, or is a nice day, next week na money or the same thing.
That's when
it's suspicious. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with material things, give your friend grace.
Okay.
Okay. So again, check how they're doing it. If they say it's nice, they ask you where it's from, they want to wear it, that's okay. Don't be so, I maybe take word for it, but when you don't be a safe girl, so can I be
Yes,
gatekeeper.
gatekeeper.
Don't be gatekeeping. I don't like girls that gatekeep.
No.
Because I'm with a gatekeep. The world is big. Open up.
Exactly.
Sikoyo. Problem de ubang sanga tango come in a relationship.
Yeah.
What's different about that?
It's very, very, very different because human beings are all different. It is impossible for you to find a human being like Syndie. She's one. At that as like twins. At that was like identical twins. God would have still made them with different fingerprints.
Yeah.
Every human being as that unique to Yemoko.
Yeah.
We can find similar was that unique. So you want someone like my man.
Dangerous.
It's
Dangerous.
a bit, to what point?
To what point? Yeah, to what extent?
Now I'm gonna be scared to leave. I want to be free.
Okay,
I
if
want
we go back, let me just take it to another angle. You're the same person who'll be here to extend grace.
No, not a relationship.
Peut-être
And I'll be a material thing.
là. Na sens que mon a que mon bail no as a romantique. Gladys va bimisake na ba dates. Gladys va pesa Kéba flowers. Iba lingi tango okota na relation. Mais sini zana silisa. Silisa. Iba lingi ke tango okota na relation. Ndenge mobali Gladys va pesa Kéba flowers. Mobali Gladys va kene me marqué na ba restaurant, me marqué Hakesan, Novikov, yepe mobali na ye. Me maina Novikov.
Non. Problème eza wana eza ke okomi de akolula.
Right.
Siko eloko déjà so okomi kolula ngo ti mutema no elinga ezwango ka.
That's what I'm saying. There's only one of that person.
Surtout there's only one of that kind of person.
C'est tia olinga pe alinga.
Mobali. With clothes and stuff like Gladys said, we can give grace. Mikolo okutu tokomi kolinga mingi. Camarade to compliment. Nde Gladys so ki ma bien ensemble. Liboso ezaki msusu okuta na Camarade mwazo copier makamnyo so li. Siko yango mun place na zone sibino na likambu ya koloba likambu clair ndekeza. Ngape liboso na zaki na caractère wana so na monike na olinga na sala outfit. Camarade oloba nanga ki asepeli nango na omona ki outfit okanga na okay nango yepa zo keka ndela na obomba omona misu na komi yazo copier na lungole loko wana. Na okay na simate yazo copier na okene pe na clair. Babe, omunteke ndongo zo kena ngo bongo to koma mapasa. Nga lingi te toza mapasa. Na lingi to complement each other. Ozomona so nga na te ble yo poko ta no ble me eza ya mapasa te. To complement each other. Wana to komo okay na ngo bongo et puis ya ba eloko ekokani mboe Louis Vuitton salisa kana pona mutu tu. Eloko mso ekoza mutazaki na makanisi na ngo me moyen nanu emona na kite. Yo soma ki on liboso ya yo soma ngape me Gladys nenga lobi lula ta to e bataki olinga ngo. Ozomona na place ke
o kepe ko soma together.
Eza lula ta to ke ata osomba together eza te ke yo monenga oloba eloko te dikubwe bu osombi repetaka. Batu msupe ba pesa kande ba Camarade eloko ya koloba. Muninga mso azakine na mutema na taba no bengo bi kopia. O bilula la me yo mto pesi ye akse wana by being shady about it. She didn't want to be shady. But you've given her that reason to be because you want to be doing it in a way where it's a bit shady. How can you see something from me? Na moni Gladys na outfit na be Gladys e wuti wa pingai ko. Ka si kwa bi misi phone ba moko so ta.
C'est comme quand on a signé à la tiango.
C'est normal. C'est normal. Ya ba brisque pesa la nango. Emsu na tuna kiete me na ebe na dia pesa na ki osomba. Mais toza ba mi bongo te wana c'est normal mais so toza ba mi. Oluli c'est normal munoko loba. Mais ya mobali danger comme red flag.
Very red.
What should she do?
Alerte rouge. Focus, silence, alerte rouge. Ozomona Hilary. Donc, wane komi na jepo komi ko lula. Komi badi na biso peso accompagne déjà ki komi ko lula ye.
Scary.
Cindy, I mean, okay, Gladys, what are you doing with that kind of friend? What are your what's it called? What actions are you now taking?
I'm sorry. Very slowly, we are breaking up slowly.
Because is that like bad enough for friendship breakup?
Because there's nothing more tempting in this world than sexual desires and attraction. That's the only thing. Even the Bible says, Kima, you can't resist it. It could be a day. Akotelenganda kundenge tolobi deja materials na baniko late alatineti nga azo bimaneti nga azo sansukineti nga akotelenganda ku my husband.
Mobala ko mo si plane.
Exactly. So you already to say, oh, your man was already thinking about cheating. No. It could be an innocent thing. Misunae money is not blind. As soon as there's attraction, if even you as a Camarade, Monique or Bandiko become attracted to your friend's husband, pull yourself away.
Take it away.
So for me, Vraiment, if you're attracted to my man, it's done.
Yeah, now that's a dangerous one. I can't lie. Because my friend's man, namona ke kute.
Exactly. It's done.
Oh,
I'll literally I'll pull away nicely.
Eh, namona kete. Ana kitoko men aflu. Namona ke kutute. Eh, aza flu do la misna nga aza flu so da utala flu.
That's it. You can say someone's good looking, but when you get to a point where I want someone like that, no, I have to cut you off. And me, let's learn to cut off people peacefully and cleanly.
Yes, let's do that.
I love that.
Oh my
God. Friendship breakup.
I'm taking longer to reply.
Yes,
slowly.
Okay, Gladys.
Slowly.
I don't know. I'm thinking like, why don't we just do it? We can also do it the other way, no?
What's the other way?
I tell you.
Syndie.
You depend on the characters, but no.
Do you know why? It depends. So if I'm like, it's saying there needs to be a conversation. Look, I can't do it. But there's certain situations.
Yeah, you can be
this is delicate.
Yeah.
Because the problem is, it's your instinct that's telling you, my baby there's no action.
So you look crazy.
Yes.
You look crazy.
Because I'll do that. Look, it's salamite. And she's saying she wants but you're deja your instinct, not sagesse, will be my baby coco tana bendana.
Yes.
You can't sit down and have a conversation with someone like that.
You look crazy.
You look crazy. Yeah.
So slowly detach. Pull away.
See?
Time tea.
We have no problem. Tokutani na Zila. How are you
doing? So wana Camarade on de akomena niveau yebiso ba makamwana. Akomena de akofungula okay as
parce que Abalobi, she jokes about marrying a man just like you.
One is sympathy. She jokes about it. One is that they are no.
It's a no.
Kendo look example by your dad. Tika mobile na ngavanda kan mama.
I love
not your dad.
Your dad. Was your dad not the perfect man? Kendo look example by your dad. I've been saying I'm the perfect man.
C'est vrai.
So papa mobile na ngate wana.
Okay, cool. So, we basically pensava conseil bien, mais ngava marqué côté Gladys.
Yeah, te ngana no rectify. Na join bino for benda na ngaso na magana za difficult na.
I like that advice. No, I learned a lot from that. So keep problem let's have a conversation, pull away.
Yeah.
But like Hilary said, so problem that's just your instinct. You got that gut feeling.
Gut feeling,
Nice and slow. So not that could look like a madman.
I just have another question because I feel like something that I've gone through recently, and maybe we've all gone through it. Friendship breakups are hard, you know. People, if you have true friends, people that you really love, it be my netikaka relationship. Let him mobile na it's over. Mobile na aboyo. Olingo texte mutuana, okyo texte lususute. Olingo benga mutuana, okyo benga lususute. Olingo say lo boy, or you remember your friend, things that you used to do together. It's hard. People don't really realize it's a whole pressure put on friendship breaks. So il faut vraiment choose ba camarade bien parce que komi Suisse mutema.
Yeah. No, it's a lot. It's a lot because, you know, like you said, it takes away from the fact that mutumo bebo kumela check. Ngasko nando ye ba pe to te ami anyways. Mais c'est très important. Mutumo bo benga chaque jour, bo kumela chaque jour abinda na kaka boy.
Oui, it hurts.
Is that they have vid more boy kota wana. So vid ana for look at fulfill which is hard, and people need to come to understand that as well. Like to kind of no, it's not easy. Shouldn't be doing that. It's heartbreaking.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it. I
want you on again.
I
want Gladys on again.
No, we definitely do. A therapeutic thing with you girls.
So much on both of you.
Yeah, honestly. Is it because you feel like it's people that's understood you? Because I feel like you're very misunderstood on the because you're westernized. And the people you obviously I've watched you. And, you know, it's not the same. So you get that feedback where it's like you're on your own.
Yeah.
So I'm actually glad you've come on. And
I've loved having you on. And we're definitely going to have you on again.
Absolutely. Anytime.
And there's no filter with you. That's what I like.
I love it. We're going straight into it. Real. Like what you see.
Clearly.
Yeah.
That's it. What you see is what you get. That. And this is what Parlé is about. This is what this platform is about.
Yeah.
So once again, today we've been talking about toxic friendships. Please let us know your experiences in the comments below. S'abonner, partager. Vraiment to décortiquer ba conseil, bilo ke belé. Biso pe toi na ba défaut, mais tozo linga toi apprendre to bongisa, place ma be eza.